Boom! 12 o'clock for me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to, let's pop this up, the July Productivity Sprint for my channel. What a busy day. Yes. A lot going on, so feel free to let me know what's going on with you. I'm just going to do a little quick check-in, welcome everybody, and orient everybody. I've got lots of stuff to share if people want to like chitter chatter during this time, but also several piles of things to do to my right. Yeah. So let's start with what did I find within the last week that I'm currently using. Look. Oh, that's good. That's good. I needed some tea. I needed some caffeinated courage. So, yeah, my family went to Jackson Hole as a vacation, and I was called Peggy when I was a kid. So that was the mug I got when I was probably like 5. Yes. Early enough. Bang on target. Welcome, JD. He's laughing. He's complimenting. He's asking about the tea, as per the usual. It's just regular English breakfast tea with a little more milk than usual because it's like strong tea. I'm not putting sugar in it, so I guess putting more milk evens it out. But yeah, who else has been to Jackson Hole, Wyoming? I mean, who else has a mug as cool as that? Thank you, Methan. Nice to see you guys. Yes. So I had to grow up with one of those names that you constantly have to explain to people. Margaret gets the nicknames Maggie, Marge, Meg, as well as Peggy. So I was Peggy growing up, and my mom is Margaret, who also goes by Peg. So that's just how it is. It's like Bob for Robert, Jack for John. Who knows? Yeah, well, hopefully that explained a little bit. Not an insult. Apparently a really cool, like, dude ranch sort of place to visit. That's what my family got out of it. Feel free to adopt this. I don't know. Jose in Hispanic countries has Pepe as a nickname. What? Okay. Kid, do you have any, like, A to B for that one? Because that makes no sense to me. But, good to know. So the original Pepe Delgado is Jose Delgado? All right. I'll believe it. JD's telling me, so I'm going to believe it. So that's artifact number 1. I've got other artifacts to go through that I've excavated in the past week, but I'm going to make this a musical-themed sprint to get us through because I'm participating loosely in the Broadway Babyathon, which is a musical-themed readathon with Literarily Smitten, so Brittany, and 2 other folks I just subscribed to, so I don't have their names in my head. But yes, and yeah, so Broadway musicals. If you're not a fan, there's the door. Just kidding. So the first thing I was going to do for that was just a few rapid fire quiz questions. This is from How Stuff Works, the website. And it's kind of like a BookTube thing. So on BookTube, they'll summarize the book with one line and see if it makes sense to people who read the book, because that can be really disorienting. So I thought that was a fun take on the musicals. So a group of struggling artists tried to keep the bills paid in New York's East Village at the dawn of the 90s. Anybody? This is easy. The first 10 are pretty easy. Translations are the most fun at Times. William is Guillermo. That I knew. Why do I know that one? William, Gilliam. It makes sense to me. The double L, the going into the Romance language. In French, it's Guillaume. So it sort of makes sense to me. I don't know. Yay! Beth Ann got it. And Anita got it. Yay! Good job. Okay, that was the softball. The next one is A governess cares for a group of children in the early days of World War II. Early days of World War II. I got this one right. I'm actually making it harder for all you guys because they give multiple choice and I'm not giving multiple choice. I will if I need to, though. I will if I need to, if we get to that point. Oh. Governess, days before World War II. Oh. There we go. Anita again. Anita for the win. Like it. JD, no, Mary Poppins is supposed to be in Edwardian England, so like 1900 when the suffragettes are out. Sound of Music. Woohoo! All right, we're doing well here, guys. Number 3, a wrongly convicted barber takes revenge by murdering his customers. And I haven't seen this one, but it's part of the readathon, and I got it from what's it called? Cultural Osmosis. What Melissa does with Melissa at Fully Booked does with her pop culture osmosis videos, which are great. The chatter. Yes. Beth Ann and Anita are tied for first. Man, Sweeney Todd. All right. So obviously the one with murder in it is more popular than the ones with songs in it. Okay. All right. Well done. Number 4, super easy. It's Jets versus Sharks as a pair of star-crossed lovers struggled to be together in 1950s New York City. That's my version of Jeopardy music. That's okay. I know people that haven't. West Side Story. Yes. West Side Story. Has anyone seen it in person? I know I definitely love the movie. I've seen it in person. I was very young. But I do remember that. East Top Legend. What? Is that a movie? Is that a recent movie? West Side Story. Oh, I get it. JD's being clever. All right. Some respect there. Jim is chiming in. All right. You're going to have to catch up with the points, Jim, because everyone's three questions ahead. Ever seen Sound of Music, saw Wizard of Oz. Oh, never seen West Side Story. Saw Wizard of Oz for the first time last year. Hey, there you go. I've seen high schoolers put on West Side Story, and that's the age they're supposed to be. So, I mean, that's perfect, right? Yeah, there you go. But the puns are so good. Man, you just put on a whole show. All right, I think we're on 5, 6. Elphaba is totally a victim of circumstances and wasn't always so mean. And again, this one I have not seen. So I just absorbed it through the culture. Is anyone else sipping on tea while they're doing their work or preparing to do their work? Or perhaps a cold beverage if it's warm where you are. JD's got it with Wicked. Wicked is on your TBR? Wow. Cool. And it's a favorite for Beth Ann. Yes, the music is amazing, but I haven't seen it or read the book. The Gregory Maguire, I think. They're plentiful in the used book circuit for some reason, which is not always a great recommendation, but I haven't read them. Just had lunch, having tea later. Sounds good. Wicked, professional. That's good. That's a hard one. I would assume that's a little harder to stage at high school. Dia Rob. Hello. Welcome to the July Productivity Sprint. We're just doing a few quiz questions to warm up our musical brains before we get into the sprint. Yes. All right, so a few more questions. We got Wicked. A teen girl fights segregation while showing the world, or at least Baltimore, her far out dancing skills. Haven't seen this one either. Far out, dude. I just had lunch as well. I just sort of scarfed it down in 10 minutes, which is not necessarily advisable. It was I went to a vegan takeout place and I put that picture on Instagram stories, hot vegan takeout. I thought that was a fun sign. So they had like cauliflower bites and gochujang sauce, and I thought, I'll give that a try. My hometown is getting up there in the trends. Let's give them a try. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Jim's got it. There we go. Jim and Beth Ann, Hairspray. Baltimore is sort of like the giveaway, but yeah. I didn't know the part about segregation. Who knew? The meat of the production, never discussed in their little clips. Mysterious. We've got, another favorite here for me. Professor Henry Higgins is sure he can transform a Cockney flower girl into a woman of high society. That's my attempt at 2 different accents. Let's see if that helps anybody. Yeah, it was pretty good. They didn't have a big menu. They had a chicken sandwich, like an apostrophe, and that was pretty good. I was going to eat it in my car because I was going to go to the hardware store, and I opened it up in my lap, and I was like, this is too much of a mess. I cannot eat this in the car. I cannot believe it. Yes, Anita for the win. Beth Ann and Jim and JD. Yeah, see, everyone's got this based on Pygmalion. I love how Jim's giving us the original sources, like the textual notes in the bottom of the page. Thank you, Jim. When I do trivia night, I'll have to call. Yes, I think Anita will be our friend to call line on trivia night. All right, let's do one more before we buckle down. Okay, for all the people who are my age, it's going to be easy. Even living in an orphanage isn't so bad if you've got the right attitude. Anita's got it, and I was humming along in case anyone needed a clue, so there you go. Oh, yes. I liked that movie a lot when I was a kid. Definitely wanted to have red hair. Didn't want the wet dog smell. And I have some quotes that live rent-free in my head. Why do I smell wet dog? That voice, Daddy Warbucks. Obviously, we need a watch party, JD, to indoctrinate you. Yeah. Well, I'm glad a lot of people on the call. I'm glad a lot of people watching are keeping up with me here with the musical facts. Again, this is because I'm sort of participating in Broadway Babyathon, which is a readathon based on musicals, and couldn't resist. There was this and a tarot readathon that Brittany's doing, and I was like, I can't do both. I can barely do one. So, yeah. So, I'm sprinkling some musical knowledge out through the world like Pixie Dusk, and appreciate you joining in and, humoring me. So, what are we working on today? I've got science writing from Beth Ann that I saw on Twitter. JD has plenty of things that he hasn't seen, but a ton of random crap that's made the cut and lives in there forever. I know. That's just the way of the world. Nope, have not seen any of those. Have only heard of one, in fact. There we go. So I've definitely got at least 3 piles of stuff to do to be productive. As always, the beginning of the month means I have to do the receipts and tally the stuff from the expenses from the month before. I've also got postcards to do for Patreon. And what was the third thing? Scheduling posts for July, whether video or other stuff. I've been off my reading game for the past few days because I've been not flipping a house, but getting a house ready for a tenant. So as you can see, I've got a little, I got most of it off. A little paint going on And yeah, I did Mountain Haze. I did one color and I got to go back and do another color after this. But this is a nice break inside during the hot part of the day. So that works out very well. Let's see. Beth Ann has revisions that were supposed to go back to the editor 2 weeks ago. There you go. This is why you want company. Get her done. Forever. Oh gosh, we're gonna have a beeping on the recording again. Yes, let's say, sure, I'm live streaming though. Let's respond to someone so I don't have an extra accidental guest on the productivity sprint. Okay, and then I can keep it quiet. JD is transcribing 2 chapters, writing poetry, new chapter in nonfiction, and starting a short story. Supercharged day. Well done, sir. Yes, exactly. Anita's got a historical fantasy. Okay, that's taking you out of like horror and suspense territory and putting you in my neighborhood. That's very exciting. Jim is rereading The Great Gatsby. Is that for a readathon or a buddy read? That's interesting. To-do list is nuts, though. Ready for it. Yeah. Tell me about it. It's like feast or famine. The rental management or the superintendent or whatever it's called. The super life is feast or famine, I'm finding. Let's all do Jim's thing instead of working. Love it. Love it. Let's all right. Let's take the not oxytocin. Serotonin down. Oh man. My brain. Oh, new books coming out based on The Great Gatsby. I was wondering if it was going to be a new adaptation, but a new book adaptation. That's really cool. All right, so let's get into here with the timer that I have. Fix it up here. We'll just say 20. Everyone okay with a 20-minute sprint? 20 plus another minute, I guess. We could do that. And you know, whatever helps you get through the task. I'm doing fun colors. I usually do the receipts first because it's like the least onerous, but the most annoying task. So if I get it out of the way, I feel like, virtuous. But I think I want to do the postcards first because I'm going to be a rebel. So let's all rebel together. Ooh. Main character is an assassin chasing a lich, so not too far from horror. What is a lich? Is that a supernatural being I don't know about? All right, well, I need more details on that. Pursued and the Pursuing, AJ Adaso. I wonder if that's based in a different country to make it more of the moment. Cool beans. And I know it's really late for Jim, so thanks for joining in to say hello. Oh, okay. An undead creature. That makes sense because I'm used to seeing Lich Gate as like the door to the cemetery garden or the back cemetery and door to the dead. It makes sense. It's like William and Guillermo. It makes sense to me. That's fine. That's all I need. Now, Wraith, I don't know where that word comes from, so don't ask. Don't ask. Always. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna get started a minute early, so I'll put myself on mute. I noticed that I do that when I'm concentrating and working stuff on this computer, and it's not very becoming. So I'm glad I'm gonna be doing something over here. So maybe the side view is not so bad. All right, everybody, have fun for the next 20 minutes. Put on music if you like, and tell me what you listen to afterwards, and we can see if we want to join in on the fun. Oh boy. Fancy. Okay, see you in 20. And like the expert I am, I remembered to unmute myself before I started talking. Welcome back, everybody. How'd you do? Lana dropped in at the beginning and said hello, so I said that I put a symbol on the thumbnail just for her because I was looking for things that indicated heat, and I put 4 in there, and I thought, well, this indicates heat, but oh, I know who this should be for, so I'm glad I got a laugh there. Let's see. Jim found a line where A.J. Odasso got the title of their book, The Pursued and the Pursuing. A phrase began to beat in my ears. There are only the pursued, the pursuing, the busy, and the tired, from Nick in The Great Gatsby. Oh, that's cool. You know, I've sometimes wondered about all the phrases that come from Hamlet, that come out of Hamlet to make book titles. And over the course of publishing, like how many there have been, because there's been a ton, and it would be interesting to go back and like try to find them all, you know. It's a good title hook, it's for sure. JD's gonna check the word count. We got 587, not too shabby. Nice job. Olivia Steinfeld, welcome. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Productivity Sprint. It's giving me hearts. So the iron was for Lana. There's an iron, there's a hot sauce. Anyone want to claim the hot sauce bottle that was on the thumbnail? And a sun and a candle. And those are just more sort of like regular old heat symbols, but yeah. All right. So I got 4 of the 5 postcards that I want to get done. And that means written, addressed, and stamped. So I'm feeling pretty good. I've only got like another minute to do, and that task will be crossed off for the month. So cool. We've got, well, I'm gonna wait till the next time to talk about the next sprint. How about we stay organized? How about the revisions, or what else are we working on? JD was talking about transcribing. Does that mean you're not translating anymore? Does that mean you've put the translating to the side? Are we advancing to the next round? Very exciting. Anita's saying, I did 320, but finished a scene. Yes! Awesome. Oh, that's satisfying. Yeah, that's nice when you could tie a bow on it when you're ready to move on to the next. That's great. Another project. This face is not saying anything. Trying not to say anything. Transcribing this. Finish this, another chapter, then see what's next. Excelente. Let's see. I've got more musical questions before we head into the next one. So as people weigh in and report out, I'm going to start throwing out the musical themed questions here. So Lana and Olivia, if you are wondering, there's a Broadway Baby-a-thon readathon this month, and I'm making this a musical themed sprint by giving little pop quizzes with 1-line descriptions of a musical to see how many people know. And so far, I haven't stumped, like none of them have stumped. It's a quiz online, and I'm very proud of my people here representing the musical knowledge. I'm very, very proud. So the next one is, an English widow heads to the Far East to work as a tutor. Tutor, not a tutor, not like a Plantagenet, in case that was confusing. Beth Ann, progress on revisions, woohoo! Trying to wrap up all the minor pieces before jumping into some sections that need to be entirely rewritten. Ugh, yeah. I feel ya. This is why I've finished the whole second line edit, but I know there's still structural things that I have to go back and do, and I just haven't had the bandwidth. They seem like they need so much more concentration to do like a big picture thing than the, oh, this. Your brain snags on something really easily. All right, we have a wrong answer, Miss Saigon. Sorry, Jim. Thanks for playing. Anita got Anna and the King or The King and I, because the book is called Anna and the King and the musical is called King and I. So well done. Anita's killing it. Classic fairy tale characters cross paths in this 1987 Broadway musical. Love this one. Saw it in high school. I think it was another high school performing it, so I don't know how good it was because I don't remember the quality. But I did like the movie. Oh, Beth Ann had no idea. Yeah, King and I. She's got the next one, though. There we go. Into the Woods. Into the Woods. Oh, so good. Also very hard. I don't know if y'all have tried to sing the songs in Into the Woods, but Sondheim musicals are terrifying for people who are like sing by ear. At least for me. From what I hear, you should read her books. I needed a killer. Nice. Just killing it in the books. I see what you did there. Anna actually founded a school here in Nova Scotia. Really? Interesting. You know, it's funny. We hear about big adventures in history, but not like what happens to the people afterwards. So, like, if you've heard of Flora MacDonald, the person who helped Bonnie Prince Charlie get away on the Isle of Skye, it's like a famous Scottish legend. She settled in North Carolina. And then was she there in Scotland and back to North Carolina, or Scotland, North Carolina, Scotland? I don't remember, but I thought, oh, I did not know that. But yeah, McDonald's in Virginia or North Carolina, one of those two. Interesting for the Scotophile over here. But apparently Anna, do I know her last name? She's called something in the, it's gone. It's not in the short-term memory. Sorry, it's too long ago. Okay, so we got Into the Woods. A flower shop employee names a creepy plant after the girl he's crushing on. Bonus points if you can name a song in this one. Yes, a lot of Scots moved to the Carolinas. This is true. Cape Fear area. Jim's got it. Little Shop of Horrors. Can you name a song? Can anyone name a song? All right, JD's got it. Olivia's got it. Anita's got it. This is a popular one, apparently. I wonder why. Is it because you're all secret, closeted Rick Moranis fans? I see it. All right, Beth Ann is the only one in the dark on that one. All right. Jim says, "Feed Me, Seymour." Okay, I think that's a song. It's not one of the ones that I can sing because it's like a weird "Feed me, Seymour." It's not really singing. It's like a weird speech that I can't imitate. Dentist, Skid Row, Feed Me. Okay. Yeah, Skid Row is the one I know. Suddenly Seymour was the one that came to mind. Yeah, good stuff. All right. You guys are awesome. Pretty girls who play it up to the press can get away with murder. See if that's a good clue. Open Miranda's fan. All right. Is he still alive? I can't remember. I've lost track of him for sure. I remember liking Spaceballs like long, long ago. In a lifetime, far, far away. Yes. Okay, Jim got it. Anita got it. And JD says, yes, he's still alive. Okay. Cool. Good for Rick. He got punched in public recently? Oh, no. Is he a Nazi? Is he like a neo-Nazi? What is happening with Rick Moranis? Oh, dear. Okay. All right. Well, that's pop culture I have not kept up with. Recently saw My Blue Heaven. That's an oldie, right? That's like an 80s, late 80s. So yes, for Chicago. Well done. Springtime for Hitler. is a huge surprise hit, much to the frustration of this show's creators. And this one I haven't seen. I've only heard the title, so I was able to get it from the multiple choice, which I'm not giving you guys. I'll see if I need a hint. Otherwise, I'll just let you guys try. Oh, Anita's got it. Jim's got it. Well done. Producers. The producers. And I think it's Mel, is it Mel Brooks or is it Mel somebody else? There's some like big name, Nathan Lane, that was in it. So that's why I heard of it. Very, very good. All right. A young girl survives cholera only to be shipped off to live with mean relatives. This is a favorite growing up. Okay. Mel Brooks. Thank you, Jim. Mel Torme? No. No? I don't know. It's a joke. And you would have guessed the Book of Mormon for the producers. Springtime for Hitler? The Book of Mormon? Interesting. Okay. I've seen the Book of Mormon. I saw the Broadway tour when it came to Portland, and it was amazing. The music and the commentary was great. All right, Jim's got it. Secret Garden. Secret Garden. Man is back in the game. Nice. And this is forever the production that is in my head as the one where the lady ate the fly. Because the actress who played Lily, who has all these super high parts and like she's the ghost and everything, she's the mother ghost. They had her in a spotlight, and the fly was in around her head in the spotlight, and she choked for a second, and then she just went on singing, and I was like, oh my god, kudos, lady. Heidi. I can't remember her last name now. It'll come back to me. But yeah, Secret Garden, man. Beautiful show. Haven't seen any of those. All right. Well, catching up, JD. How about this one? It's a modern tale of an American founding father before, during, and after the American Revolution. That's too easy. I'll do one more. Oh. This is also the time where I'm opening up the request line. So if anyone appreciative of any of these musicals wants to hear a bar or two from any of them, pop them in the chat. We'll see if I'm up to singing anything. I'm trying to compete for the Hadestown team because that's the musical I like the most in the readathon. But can't play the music behind me on here without being copyright infringement, and so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. So I figured I'll take requests, and if any of them are super easy off the top of my head, I will indulge at the end of our productivity sprint. Excuse me. Everyone's got it. JD hasn't seen it. There we go. Yep. Neither has Beth Ann. The Lin-Manuel Hamilton pun. I believe it. Okay, last trivia question before our second sprint. This tells the life story of a survivor of the sinking of the RMS Titanic. Sorry, I'm sneezy. Operatic sneeze. Well, I don't know about that. I couldn't play through. I'm not like that actress in Secret Garden. Favorite song from Secret Garden is probably Wick. I think I used that for an audition at one point. Jim's got it! The Unsinkable Molly Brown. Fun note, Molly is actually a nickname in this case for Margaret. I didn't know that. I just saw it in the quiz, so thought I'd relay that because we were talking about nicknames before. Who plays the Unsinkable Molly Brown in the movie version of Titanic? That's not a musical. Anybody? It's not a Titanic-based musical. It's about the life of Molly Brown, so it's only like a blip in her whole life. She's got like interesting um, living. She's like a nouveau riche, which is part of why she's on the Titanic. But she's rich because of a mine, like a silver mine. So she's out in there, like Nevada or somewhere in the West, and then she's trying to live in a town where they don't like her because she's tacky and new money and like her whole life. It's a musical too, I think, but yeah. No, I mean, it's a movie as well as a musical is what I meant. Okay, time to tack down that brain again. Again, if you want, if you have any requests for musicals to be sung, put it in there. I'll stop the tea and start the water and see what I can do for you. But we're going to jump into our second sprint in a little bit, 20 minutes. So let me go ahead and put that on the banner. Starting at 1. Anybody know Hadestown? Way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground. It's got such a swing to it. It's so great. Hi. Good night, Jim. Good night, good night. Nearly midnight. Oh, I thought we were on the same, but AM, PM. I thought it was almost 1 a.m. your time. Well, I hope you enjoyed The Great Gatsby, and we'll see you next time. All right, so I'm going to finish my last postcard and then jump into the oh so fun receipts, budget. What is it called? It's not reconciliation, it's recording. Haven't heard of Hadestown. It's a good one. It's like it's a heartbreaker. So, and it's a little complicated by the fact that there's 3 different versions of it because the person who wrote it, the singer-songwriter, did not have the money to make it in the first go. So there's one version, and then there's a few songs different in like the live recorded version when it first got on off Broadway or something, and then there's like another album version that's like the end version. So the readathon has a prompt with a song that I had never heard of, even though I know the soundtrack because it's not the soundtrack. But it's what you get with modern musicals, man. My employer uses the term reconciliation for receipts, and it bugs me. Yeah. What is it supposed to be used for? Accounting, right? Like accounting has reconciliation of incoming and outgoing, maybe? I don't know. Reconciliation always makes me think of second grade Catholic church stuff when you're getting your first communion and you need your first reconciliation, which is like confession. So, yeah, this is a whole world away from what's going on Capitol Hill. Oh well. All right. I guess everyone's going to be working on the same stuff, and requests or not, and puns encouraged. And let's start another minute early to get 21 minutes in. Okay, I'll mute myself and talk to you soon. What did I need? I needed a paperclip because I am done with my receipts. Woohoo! Whew. Came down to the wire there, though. It really did. Okay. How did everybody do? Oh, Sandy dropped by. Probably not still here because that was 10 minutes ago and I was absorbed. But hello, Sandy. June. June is done. Done with June. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like we're just skipping through the world here. But, you know, that's what we do. All right, so I did 2. What am I going to do next? Well, I've got lots of July content that needs doing. So I suppose I can do that. Yeah, man. I've got my June wrap-up, my July TBR, double tags, and the mid-year book freak-out check-in thing. Oh, Sandy is still here. Woohoo! All right. Sandy's working on some editing. Excellent. And I don't know how you count your editing because you can't count the words that you write. You can count the words that you edit. That's what I was doing the last run through for a little bit of like moral support, I suppose. Sandy says, I am just finishing up an edit of an old novel, A Blast from the Past, that I decided to update. Oh boy. Oh boy. What did I just see? Oh, I was going to send you a link. I don't know if you saw my comment yet, but I was out exploring on YouTube and I saw a video about the dark academia vibe / community. And it was super interesting. And it was by some sort of, I don't want to say pseudo publication, but like a channel / publication that's really new. The Take, I think is what it was called. Anyway, I'll send it to you because they had a really interesting take on the dark academia vibe and how it was like about elite boarding schools to begin with. So, I mean, that's right up your alley. Yeah. But I didn't really know what it meant or what it was about or what the people do. And so I was just sort of giving it side-eye vibes. But now I'm kind of like very interested in the controversy point of it. So, yes. Yes, Beth Ann has good progress, but yes, edits are hard to quantify. Just run with the word count. I edited 8,000 words today. All right, Dark Academia. JD's gotten 602 extra words, finishing up chapter 4. That's what we call rounding the barrel in horse racing. No, it's not. I'm just making that up. Excellent. Good job, guys. Way to go. And John has arrived. Howdy, howdy. He was going to make it to one of these. Yep. Here we go. All right, we're in a third little interlude. Anita's saying she got 366 words. All right. Awesome job. Keep thinking that since I'm in the editing phase, I deserve to like go back and start drafting something new so that I can have different pans on different burners, but that's not going to make it easier. That's the brain trying to trick me. Silly brain. But yeah, I wish I could be writing words. All right, ready for, I think we have like one last leap of musical questions for those just joining us. We're testing the audience on musical knowledge because there's a Broadway Babyathon readathon this month that I'm participating in, and this is going to be a musical themed post. So far, you are all wowing me with your musical knowledge. I have to say, especially Anita, because I mean, Sweetie Todd, yes, horror and musicals, but not many of them. So like, you're surprising me here, opening up my eyes. Beth Ann, can't really do word counts as I'm mostly working on writing a response to review where I defend my choices to the editor. Ah, that sounds suspiciously like a defense of a dissertation. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, so next question is, a young prince fights to take his rightful place on the throne. What musical is this a one-line summary of? I'll just do this the whole time, just like waggle my eyebrows. Make it exciting for everybody. Cold tea. Done with the cold tea. That's when it needs sweetener, but then it won't dissolve, so SOL. And this won't be a hint for anybody, but I totally rocked out to this musical as a kid. My brother and I would like sing the lyrics to each other. Anybody? Yeah, exactly. No? Is this the one that's going to stump everybody? Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll give it another try. A young prince fights to take his rightful place on the throne. I guess this could apply to more than one, but musical. Think musical. Do 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 do. Oh man, this is good. Blank. Stumped. Judy got it! Yeah, Lion King. That was my hint to you all. I'm glad that landed. I'm glad that landed well. Yes. Camelot? I don't know. Is Arthur a young... I don't think he's a young prince in that one, but good try. Before the humming. Oh, okay. You're qualifying that this is actually without outside aid. Okay, very well done. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Next, we have a thief turns his life around, but his former prison officer just won't leave him alone. It's a good one. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for my third sprint. Discussion points, confirm comps panel. Oh yeah, I have a panel to work on. Ding, ding, ding. Beth Ann just beat out Anita. Les Miserables. They actually, in another quiz, they asked for the number of his prison number thing, and I was like, I don't know that. But then process of elimination by the multiple choice, I was like, the syllables in my head helps me figure it out. 24601. So it's really good, JD, and it's a movie musical, so you can, stream it. Really, really good, and much condensed in the movie musical form, and very different from the book, obviously. Okay, prison officer. The Jellicles croon tunes like Memory. I'm just going to skip this one because that's Cats, and Cats is much better. Cats are much better than the musical Cats. Okay, next one. Eager young recruits head to Africa to introduce the locals to religion. I got paint everywhere. If you haven't seen yet, I am helping to paint. Helping to paint a touch-up paint job on an apartment before the tenants move in a few days, and so we had to put painter's putty. This is my friend Charlie, who is a tenant who is also helping. So he did the painter's putty, and I'm doing the paint on the plaster. It's a 1930s house, so it's plaster, not sheetrock or whatever, drywall. Is sheetrock the same as drywall? Who knows? Man, we got no. We got a winner. That Book of Mormon it is. I believe. Yep. Good one. Good one. Good one. Paint is better than a Band-Aid. Do you have a Band-Aid on your hand? This is true. Okay. All Curly McLean needs to be happy is the love of neighbor Lori Williams. Oh, wow. Well, there you go. Book of Mormon. Missionaries in Africa is a pretty good guess. Yeah, I showed a Band-Aid that I found. Yeah, what was I looking for a Band-Aid for? I can't remember. But I had brought up a bunch of Band-Aids from the basement. I'm excavating the basement of crap. And there was a pack that was like full. And I tried to put a Band-Aid on my finger, or I tried to like put it here, but it stuck on my finger and like disintegrated. So it looked like sherbet. I mean, it was a really weird, like plastic. It was a really weird decomposition process. I'm not sure what was happening, but I asked people to guess what it was on my finger, and no one guessed Band-Aid. Yes, Anita's got it. Oklahoma. I forget what that face is for. I'm already like 3 thoughts past the YouTube lag. Sounds like the name of someone's special tape. Wait, what? What? Okay, what could this be about? I don't know. Oklahoma? I don't know. Okay. How many do we have left? Oh, there's a bunch left. A dancer at the Kit Kat Club finds herself involved in a love triangle. Oh, I see. And JD is going to have some sprints on not YouTube, Twitter and Instagram later today. So if you're in the mood and your gears are engaged and you want to keep going, I'm going off after one more sprint because I got to go back to paint. But he will be picking up the slack on Instagram or Twitter. So here we go. Anita again, Cabaret. There we go. Kit Kat Club. Okay, a mysterious man falls for a singer named Christine. JD got that one too. Yeah. Some of the one-sentence summaries are very... I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's my cuckoo clock in the background. Phantom of the Opera is here. This is right. Phantom of the Opera. Nina gets it. 17 dancers bare their souls for a shot at Broadway glory. Very cuckoo. Yeah, that is the cuckoo clock. All right, Broadway glory, and then I'm just going to pick one more. That was someone at the door that I'm not going to answer. It's all the action around here. Not having it wouldn't be prudent. Anyone on the Broadway glory? I did one YouTube live a few months ago. Jim was the only one that stopped by. And for that one, not only did I get comments about the quality of the video being better when it broadcast, but it's the same computer. I also got, what was it? There was something else that was different. Not the cuckoo clock. Oh well, I lost it. Broadway Glory. It is a chorus line. A chorus line. All right, that's the one that stumped everybody. So I'm going to give you one more chance to redeem yourselves, and then we'll start sprinting. A gambler bets he can win the heart of a religious gal in this musical. And this has one of the songs that's been on my mind lately, strangely enough. Also kind of a weird one to sing. Do, 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 do. That's the wrong note. Do, 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 do. There you go. That's the right note. Different key. I can't go that low. Gambler? Religious gal? Anybody? Anybody? Last chance for Broadway Babyathon. No idea! Oh my gosh! But, let's see. But you're the only gal I've ever wanted to share it with me. No, no. If I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. No, they didn't ring the doorbell. They just knocked on the door very loudly. Guys and dolls! Guys and dolls, everybody! Oh, wow. 2 stumpers in a row. I guess that's how we're ending. We're gonna have to redeem ourselves in a future sprint, I guess. Okay, so is there anything else I wanted to cover? We're probably gonna go a little over my 2-hour limit. I was gonna say, oh, the other 2 artifacts. So these are the 2 things I found when I was painting and watering outside. Anyone want to guess what this is? Besides an artifact. It's not an author artifact, but I definitely didn't want to throw it away. I thought it was pretty cool. Fair enough. That's valid. Valid point. It's a wand, a nail. It is a nail, but I think it's like, I mean, it's like so old that it's, I don't know, hand hammered or something, and it's like really big. My mom was saying she thinks it's really old rebar, but I don't think, well, I don't know. I'm calling it a railroad spike. So there we go. A railroad spike. That was mystery number 1. And then the other thing I picked up is this, which I thought was some like old fuse or something, because it's got a name on the back and a number whatever. Other people probably know exactly what this is. I did not. We got some good guesses. A 9-inch nail. I'm calling it a railroad spike, so John and I are on the same wavelength. A really old, large nail. Could be, but I'm investing it with a little bit more mystery there. Very good. It's a spike. Yes. Vive le Rock. 9-inch nails. Really worn down railroad spike. Yeah, it's not big enough, I think. Car lighter. Nope. Yeah, okay. So this is why I thought it was a fuse. It's got like wadding and padding and a metal thing in there, and it's got a cap. It's a shotgun shell. I looked up Federal Monarch number 12. It means it's a 12-gauge shotgun shell. And the Federal Monarch thing tells me that this was a company making shotgun shells in the 50s to early 60s. It was just like the first Google result. So huzzah, Google. But why is there a shotgun shell right outside a house? I mean, 1950s. That's a little suspect. So that is interesting find. Interesting artifacts. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, JD guessed it. Woohoo! Yay! All right, final sprint time. Let's do this. I'm going to work on some AuthorTube stuff, and I'm not listening to music. I'm just having quiet time while I do this. So feel free to do that as well. I will just let you know I have a bookish chat coming up with a mystery person on the 25th. I'm very excited for. And then book club, I think it's going to be The Greenwood by Michael Christie, which Kim of Middle of the Book March super gushed about in one of her last videos. And I have it on my TBR list, but not on my like super soon TBR. So I'm pretty excited. We'll see. We'll see. It's a set in the Northwest, climate change, thriller, introspective. She said it was super good, so I'm pretty excited. Chapter 5, here we come. All right, let me change our banner and let us off to the races here. Let's try 45 to, I guess we'll just make this one 15 minutes and go a little over. Yay! And Beth Ann is in the book club. So yay! I'm so excited. And who knows? Maybe we'll have 4 people on this Zoom. It'll be amazing. Yeah. So that will be August month, August 28th or 29th, 29th. I think the last Sunday. So mark ye calendars while ye may. Okay, and so that I'm not staring into this camera and doing weird things with my mouth and looking weird, I'm gonna work over here for my AuthorTube stuff. Does anyone else like not align with how people describe mouth gestures in novels? Because the amount of times that I hear people say she pressed her lips together or she bit her lip or things like that, I think I don't really do that. Do I? Like, when I think press your lip together, I think of, I don't know. I don't know what emotion. Like, we have certain gestures that we make to convey certain emotions, but I think sometimes they're not aligned. Like, that's biting a cheek or a lip. Like, what's biting her cheek? Worry? Biting your lip. Usually that's like a sexy thing. And like, I don't know that biting your lip is really sexy. Anyway, interesting thoughts of an author. Here we go. Yeah, let's go for a sprint for 15 minutes, 16 minutes, and I will see you on the other side. Welcome back. All right, so we're just after our 2 p.m. for those of us on the West Coast deadline, if you want to call it that. And let me shut this off. There we go. How did we do? Was the hand holding good enough for your first Friday productivity sprint? Do you feel invigorated and energized for the rest of the month? Yes, you do, even though you're going into a holiday weekend. Oh gosh. And please tell me no one is planning on using fireworks this weekend. Please. Ugh, my goodness. All right. So I found emails for all the people that I was hoping would be in the AuthorTube panel on comps. So I started one direction and it didn't really go anywhere. So I had to like spread out and find new people on different things. I love when I have to email one on Twitter and one on Instagram and one on email, and it's just so fun. But YouTube doesn't have its own emailing functionality. So there we go. JD, ending strong with 703 words. Woo! Nice job. Got over fireworks a while back. Excellent. I saw a tweet recently that said, just reminding everyone that no one is ever going to watch that film that you took of fireworks in your backyard 5 years ago. Something like that. I was like, it's true. There's a lot of stuff we never watch again. We just take it, and I don't know why. 10 minutes on Instagram. Yeah, it's fine. A few of us were on Instagram, Bethan. You're not alone. And I need to get another 167 words and somehow introduced another plot complication. Plot mushrooms or plot bunnies or whatever you want to call them. They are a fact of author life. This is true. This is true. Well, excellent. Good job, everybody. Starting your weekend off well. Like I said, fewer fireworks, more cake. This is always going to be my recommendation. 2002. That's smooth. That's smooth. Nice. Do we want some last musical questions just for fun? I think there's like a lot left. Parents of River City, beware. A con man is coming to town. An oldie, oldie, oldie. Anybody? Anybody right here in River City? Music Man! Here we go. That starts with P and no, starts with T. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. There you go. I got it. There is no musical version of Great Gatsby as far as I know. So no, out of luck on that one. 5 daughters challenge their father, a struggling milkman. And this one took me a bit. This one took me a couple thinks. Anita got it as well. Good job. Man, I can't wait. Number 1 for theaters to have shows again and tour, and 2 for, having time and money to go out and see them. We'll see. We'll see when that happens. Would Great Gatsby make a good musical? I don't know. Probably. I think you're right. I mean, it makes me think of Moulin Rouge, which was a movie musical that had songs that were like mashups of pop culture songs turned into the purpose for the movie. And that has a great soundtrack, but I don't know if, is it a musical? Eh. They're all like 80s songs. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that one. If anyone has opinions on Moulin Rouge, besides it's a great movie, let me know. Nothing for the milkman? Five daughters, struggling milkman? Do 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 do. Yes. Is it Nature Boy? I think it's the one by David Bowie. I don't know my David Bowie. I am far behind the crowd on that one. So, Milkman. I didn't realize he was a milkman, but there you go. Nature's Boy. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I was never in a production of Fiddler, but Beth Ann was Fiddler. That's pretty impressive. It's a good musical. I think it's the second play I ever saw, so it's like in there. A 19th century matchmaker falls for one of her own clients. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we'll make this one the last one. This is a good one. Count to 1,000? What? I'm missing this. Oh. I was counting how many questions there were left. Sorry. I wasn't counting you down. I was just seeing if there was a whole bunch more. I'm just going to end it on this one. 19th century matchmaker falls for one of her own clients. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Don't try to stop me, Horace. Please. Nope. Wave a little hand and whisper, so long, dearie, dearie. Should have said so long ago. Movie musical. Barbra Streisand. Louis Armstrong. This is a strong one to end on. We can't get stumped by this, people. Is that biting a lip? That's not sexy at all. That's like gangster territory. JD for the win. I don't know how many clues you needed, but JD got there. So thank you. Thank you for redeeming my faith. Barbra Streisand. Yeah. It's a good movie. Dolly Levi. You did it. And that song's So Long, Dearie. I also used that in audition, and it was great. I love it. Well, that is all we have time for today. Thank you for playing in Musical Extravaganza July Productivity Sprint. I think this is rather entertaining. Yeah, Streisand helped Toss guess. You did it. So well done. I hope this helped everybody and, felt a little more fun than your usual, like, nailing butt in seat. Every word counts. Every number gets you closer to your goal. So congratulations on doing something for yourself and doing it in good company, if I do say so myself. So if you haven't had your lunch or dinner or tea or what have you, go out and celebrate that victory. And these are things that I run on the first Friday of the month. So I'll see you next month, or I'll see you in between on one of my other videos, my wrap up, my et cetera. And it's lovely having you all here. Thanks so much for joining. And yeah, good job. You surprised me. I didn't think we'd get through like half of them. So way to go, guys. All right. See you guys later. Happy July. Happy weekend. And be safe out there.